Okay, testing sound, testing video. Yay, it's working. It's working, right? Sorry, I'm starting late. I know, I had problem with my Nginx configuration and the RTMP module, and I started late my other live stream, and it went all really bad from there. So never mind. Welcome to the first issue of, I don't know what the name, Cloud News Review. Cloud News Review. So what is this? Yes, we are going to talk about news about cloud computing like Kubernetes and things related, and Amazon, AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, I'm missing one, IBM Cloud, all these things, all this software, everything. We are not going to focus on the news by itself, on the content on itself. We are going to focus on the, if we like the article or the news or not. So we are going to be a bit bad in that aspect. So feel free to write on the chat, like, share, whatever. If you want to talk about one new, just paste it on the chat and we'll talk about it. I think that's everything. I'm going to open my chat in here. So this all starts because I prepared the newsletter for my employer. This has nothing to do with my employer, but in the process of creating the newsletter, I found it's funnier. I have a greater time if I do it with some people. So the goal for this is to find articles that are interesting for a broad audience and that provide some value that some people would find interesting on a newsletter. And yes, okay, I'm going to my channel. I'm streaming this on YouTube. Okay, mute. Let's go for a chat. Can I see this in another window? Yes. So now I can paste news. Cool. So let's get started. Yay. Done. Sound good. Look great. Thank you, man. You're the man. We are on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Chat is working. Oh, the chat for YouTube is not working. I'm gonna do one thing. Just 1 second. Going to my live streaming computer, refreshing the chat. This sometimes helps. Let's see. Hey, if I write in YouTube, I don't know what's happening. Sorry about that. And sorry about this, I almost fell down. Okay, I told you this wasn't going to be serious. Is this still working? Yes, this is still working. Great. Okay, sorry about the chat. I don't know what's happening. I read your chat, you read your chat. It's not on a screen if you're in YouTube. I'm sorry. I will share the links on the chat. That I will do. Okay, so what we are going to do is check. I have 4 newsletters. We are going to see the news in there and we are going to review them. Let me, oh, I'm not synced up, never mind. Yeah, never mind. So this is Cube Weekly. I think this is from CNCF. Is it? Are you from CNCF? Oh, what's wrong with you? Okay, never mind. Is this is working? Is this working? No, this is not working. Why are they not looking nice? Probably something with, never mind. Okay, this one is the first one we are going to do. Local Kubernetes cluster overview. This is headlines. So these usually on the Cube Weekly are kind of editorial theme, thought leadership, something like that. Okay, we'll open this on a new tab. KubeCon, we'll talk about this. I won't add this probably to the newsletter, but yeah. Webinars, there are a lot of webinars from the CNCF every month. I love that. And they are, well, there are a lot, so you will find someone that is interesting. There are nice people doing this. Flant, these guys are really nice. I like a lot his articles. People from SUSE, I don't know, what's SUSE? Never mind, sorry, sorry. Technical, Waypoint, solving build, deploy and release problem from Sibo. Okay, we'll read that. Flink on Pasta, Yelp's new stream processing platform runs on Kubernetes. Okay, this could be nice or not. Wow, this is from Sysdig, understanding and migrating this. Hey, congratulations, you made it to the cube, to this. Cool. COBOL on Kubernetes. Oh, a lot of banks are still using COBOL, right? This can be interesting. Quick tip, how Prometheus can make visualizing noise data easier from Grafana. Okay, it's a good source, let's see. Introducing PVC auto-resizer. Okay, this usually is a new tool. It's very focused on the tool. It usually covers one use case, this kind of articles. We'll see if this one is like that. Container networking is simple. Okay. Containerization heavy applications. Okay. Introducing high availability micro Kubernetes, the ultra reliable minimal Kubernetes canonical. Okay, new, what's this? Let's see if it's an alternative to K3S. Kubernetes 119 traffic ingress. Let's see if there's something new. So this is our technical, as the title says, technical, and this is editorial thinking, thought leadership and stuff. Research, steering and honking. I don't get anything from this title. I have that problem with many articles. I'm going to open because I'm curious, but I don't know what to expect. So probably I won't keep reading it. Fear and loathing in YAML. Okay, yeah, YAML is starting to be a meme at this point. Cloud-friendly coalesces around Kubernetes. What's this? Cloud-friendly? Helm, turns 5, okay. For Aparaticos, Kubernetes is a competitive advantage for getting government service online. Okay, experimenting with OpenTelemetry, play with the future of cloud-native metrics. Okay, let's see if there's some value and if there's some meat on it and not just promises of the future. And then we have webinars, Steve, so yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of news to review on our first newsletter. Let's go there. Come on. From Ambassador. Kind of like the articles from these people. Experiment with OpenTelemetry, play with the future cloud-native metrics. So you had Prometheus metrics, and then they created Open metrics, and OpenTelemetry is somehow related. I don't know. This is one thing of this show. I don't know many things. I get into these articles from the point of view that, from one person that knows nothing. And this is kind of interesting because if I don't know nothing and I cannot read diagonally, there's a problem because I won't ever understand this article, or I will have to spend a lot of time. I need something at least from the beginning that puts me into perspective. If not, you are only talking to people that knows that that technology, and you're only talking to people that think like you, and you're reducing your public. So let's see if this article is doing that or not. Okay, let's go. Everyone loves hooking up to 42 different types of okay. Okay, you are excited of an open telemetry. Okay, that's nice. Okay, it's a specification that all vendors are going to implement. Okay, that's nice. So it's kind of the future, or at least they are telling us it's the future. So what is in here? Text, one screenshot, text, learn more. I wouldn't, there's too much text. Okay, I like the titles, it's not that long, but I got the feeling that there's too much thinking on this and little things that I can try or I can keep investigating. Like, okay, this is your opinion, but where can I don't see many links. So yeah, I see links. Never mind. I'm brainstorming out loud. I'm always wrong. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm gonna send this link to the chats. One link here and one link here. Is this working? Yeah, this is working. Perfect. What do you guys think about this? Is a yes or a nay? Okay, there's some interesting points. I will say this is okay. Probably not great because, but good enough. Okay, what's your problem? Oh, a lot of newsletter have spaces at the end and the URL doesn't work. Cloud Native Foundation, this is not the first time. Check your links before sending the newsletter. I do check my links 4 times every time I send a newsletter. But never mind, I understand. I usually mess up as well. For paid, something for pays, Cloud Native is a competitive advantage. So this looks like a success story. We have a full case study. Is paid known? Are there something interesting, some numbers, or is just the same problems everyone has? Again, I'm only diagonal reading. It's hard for me to see what is important because it's only paragraph. I cannot diagonally read. Whoa. This probably is interesting, okay? This probably is interesting, but I feel I have to dig a lot into the article to see if I get something of value. So this is an A for me, but it's not because it's bad, and you will see a lot of this in the news will review. It's not that the article is bad, it's that there's you have to do a lot of work to understand if this article is for you or not. Like, what will I expect from here? It's like see something that was a challenge or something special. Let's say, hey, we have this problem. You can learn how to approach this problem from our experience. And from here, it's very usual thing, nothing special. It's the same story I heard a lot of times. There probably is some of this, but I don't see highlighted what is important. I don't see titles in between, a quote or something to say, hey, this is important. So I'm not going to read everything to decide if this is worth for me or not. That's the problem with this kind of articles. So it has nothing to do with the content, but with the presentation. Cool. I probably will read it later, so it doesn't mean that I'm going to forget about these articles, okay? And I should put the link. Sorry about this. I should put all the links. Every time we open a new article, we send the link to the chat, and there we go. Okay, next one, next news. Okay. Helm turns 5. Congratulations, 5 years. Oh man, cloud stuff is kind of old already. It's not that new anymore, right? Okay. And GitHub gives the gift of charts. I'm interested on that. Like Helm turns 5 is just like a news release. Okay, yeah, it's interesting, but Yay, congratulations. But is something else in there to celebrate. What is this? Further integrate our chat development pipeline with GitHub. Oh. So this, I mean, this is not just new. It brings something that has some implications on how people use this product. So that's more interesting. So can relies on GitHub for source control. You see, this is what I'm talking about. What they are doing here is short paragraph. It's only 2 sentences. So I know what this paragraph is about. And it's short. It's easy for me to read this article. The Helm stable and incubator chat repositories will be directly host of GitHub. Okay, this is nice. This is a yay for me. Freudman says, awesome. Thank you, man. Oh, I forgot to share this, right? Welcome to the chat. Why is this not working? This is better. Oh, because usually I don't do it like this. Okay, never mind. Cool. Next news. TechCrunch, acepto. Yeah, take my data. What is this article about? Pasting. Go. Cloud Foundry coalesces around Kubernetes. What does that mean? I don't understand. That title doesn't call for me. Does that mean that they are starting using it? Are they, doing tools for it? The Cloud Foundry project, what is Cloud Foundry? What is Cloud Foundry? Let's learn what is Cloud Foundry. It's an open source multi-cloud application platform as a service governed by the Cloud Foundry Foundation. Software originally developed for VMware, transferred to Pivotal C software, and back into VMware for Pivotal. I don't really know what it does after. Oh, a developer experience. Okay, so tools to develop, publish. Yeah, one of the problems with Kubernetes is that you have to test something on your computer and you have to create the containers and everything in your computer and you have to put that on the cloud. I guess this fixes some of this, maybe. I'm making it up. Do anyone knows what if I'm correct or wrong? Okay, anyway, you can investigate on his website. This is what this is about. So what are they doing? They are transforming. The project's moving to Kubernetes. As their, okay, they are using this as the default. This is one thing I don't like. You are talking about this and you are talking that they are going to meet in Dublin. And now it's a virtual event. No, tell me what the headline is first, so I can decide if this news is important or relevant for me or not, you know? Okay, so this is important because Kubernetes is more standard. They're probably doing it because more people are using Kubernetes than their product. Like early times of clouds, there were a lot of tools similar to Kubernetes, but now everyone uses Kubernetes or Kubernetes compatible software. So it makes sense that all the tools, if they want to survive, they have to migrate and support Kubernetes as a default. It's kind of sad because you are limiting the number of tools you have available, but I think Kubernetes is so open that it can be the cloud native project, I think, for some time at least. Releases. Do a lot of people use Cloud Foundry? I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I will keep it so I can investigate further. But I'm missing a lot in here. Like, this is too high level, okay? All these articles are high level, business oriented, and usually they don't have much meat. Fear and Loathing in Yemen. Reference to a movie, haha. And Jamal being a nightmare. Why is Jamal having so much hate? I mean, I get it. Having all your configuration in YAML, it brings terrible memories from the days of XML. Okay, I get it. But why is this getting so much hate? And I'm using the wrong camera. Sorry about that. Like, okay, yeah, configuration files are terrible, but what's the alternative? I mean, it's way better than XML, at least. I don't know. Okay, I know. So what are you doing here? Oh, one thing we are not checking are the dates. So I want fresh meat. I don't want things that are old, because my newsletter is about freshness. So we should be checking that. October 20, this is a bit old, but it's okay. This is a bit old, but it's okay. October 20, it's okay. Okay, October 21, it's okay. It's not too old. Okay. Okay, you are going to tell me a story, but I don't know what your article is about. It's like a journey, XML, JSON, it's something like that. I like to try to get what the article is about from the first paragraph. It usually matches. If you cannot get what to expect from the first paragraph, probably the article is not that good for you because you don't know what to expect. I think the first paragraph or the introduction for the article is important because you're setting expectations. It's like when you go to see a movie and everyone is saying, oh, this is the best movie ever, oh, I had such a great time. And then you go to the movie and, okay, it's just regular. But the same movie, if people tell you, oh, this is terrible, oh, whatever, you go to the movie and it's better than you expected, so it's kind of the best movie ever. You know? Similar happens. If you don't know what to expect, your result is not going to be predictable. So it's better to explain it, not trying to be narrative or literary. Not saying that it's bad, I'm saying that it's a risk, okay? It's a risk you are taking by not doing it. So this is a story, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. There's no images, I'm not gonna read it. I don't want to. There's no images, there's no examples, I don't know. Okay, I look like a child, you know, like, oh, I cannot read that book because it doesn't have images. But but you know, it's not as attractive. Like, images have its role. If you're talking about abstract things, you need something that is more than text to help that. It really helps people understand what you're talking about. So yes, this is an A. I'm not saying it's bad. I haven't read it. I cannot say it's bad. I'm just saying that it's not grabbing my attention, so it's an A. Also, I love the title. Okay, I love the title. Cool. Podcast. Okay, I know what the title wasn't that descriptive because this is a podcast. I don't do podcasts. Sorry. Next. Kubernetes 119. Okay, what are you going to talk, what are you going to say about Ingress that I haven't read on other articles about Ingress in 119? Okay. Roles. Okay. Oh, a graph. That's nice. Oh, syntax for keywords. Oh, I like, me likes. Oh, okay, code, configuration examples. Oh, technical, yes. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, I didn't copy this article to the chat. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Copying it now. Pasting. Cool. Okay, if you are using Ingress and you are rooting. Sorry. Okay, I know, I'm conscious that I'm not getting into detail, okay? It can be interesting. I think there's value here, so I'm keeping it. Next news. Introducing high availability micro Kubernetes, the ultra reliable minimal Kubernetes. Wow! It's so much hype, this title. It's all hype. Oh my god! High availability micro Kubernetes, ultra reliable. Wow! Minimal Kubernetes. Why there's micro K8s and minimal Kubernetes? This is keyword whoring. This is SEO whoring. You are just, oh man. Okay. From this, I will get this is a commercial stunt from this title. But let's at least read a little bit. Let's give it an opportunity. Okay. When is this? 15 October. This is a bit old, so I wouldn't include it on the newsletter unless it's really good. Canonical announced high availability in micro K8s, the Lightwell Kubernetes, are really popular for Internet of Things. Okay, I didn't knew micro K8s. I guess it's similar to K3s. Let's investigate. Let's learn. Okay, it's like K3s but from Kubernetes, from Canonical, right? My question is it using like the original Kubernetes but only the core, or it's using alternative software like K3s? I don't know. Okay, I get what I wanted, that is canonical, is a canonical. Okay, let's see, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is pure marketing. I'm not gonna read. Like there was a little bit of value on the contents. Yeah, it's explaining some concepts. But it was like too quick and too much marketing. I'm not saying there wasn't value at all, but it was very focused on the product. Sorry. I'm considering adding to the newsletters a section about news like this. So you can go into that section and see, okay, this is only press releases. And you just get the updates, but you don't expect to learn anything but that update. But the newsletter is already too long, so I have to think about that. Cool! Open Source Community Conference. This is a talk. I usually don't add talks, so not gonna review it. Container networking is simple. Is it? Do you think so? I don't think things are complicated. And I think it's a bit, how it's called, I don't like when people say, oh, this is complicated, but don't worry. No, things are not complicated. You are explaining it wrong. So, I know the word in English, but sorry about that. Sometimes that happens. I started learning English and then I forgot Spanish and English, and now I cannot talk one language properly or the other. Shit. Never mind. So what are we going to do? Yeah, it felt like magic in a good way. Okay. Okay, under the hood. But what are we going to do? Networking problem. Okay. Questions about networking problem. Okay, but what are we going to do? Okay, networking is a combination of this, but what are we going to do? Magic. But what magic are we going to do? Should I read? Should I spend 5 minutes continuing reading? Or no? Prerequisite. To do what? Maybe I'm not reading correctly, okay? I guess it's to run some kind of experiment, but I don't know what we are going to do. What you are asking me to install things if you are not telling me what we are going to do. This is my main problem with this article so far. Isolating, okay, now I get a title. Isolating containers with network namespaces. Now I have to scroll, it's not on the first screen. Oh, I don't like it. Okay. I like when they add the command and the expected output. I like this. Because then when you do that, you know if you are doing it right or wrong. I like it. Oh, graphics of what we are building. I like that. Second example, connecting containers to hosts with virtual Ethernet devices. I like this. It's a very comprehensive tutorial, guide, learning material. This is really nice. I like this. I don't like the intro though, but I like the article. So it's a yes for this one. It's a yes. Okay. Okay, yes. Sorry, I thought it wasn't loading. This is a very weird theme. Like this looked like an error message to me. Oh, sorry about that. Probably I should be sleeping a bit more. Okay, never mind. Sharing the link with you all. Next day I will log in into Twitch so I can just paste everything from the computer. Okay. Baikiziro Ikezoe. Sorry for how I pronounce it. Today we are excited to pronounce a new product, okay? And we have the GitHub link. Why? To create persistent storage in Kubernetes, we can use persistent volume. Okay, if you have CCS drivers, a persistent volume will be created dynamically when PVC is created. On the other hand, there's no volume. As the number of volumes increases, extending them can become a burden. I'm missing one line here below this that says, okay, with PVC auto resizer, you can resize them all at once. You can resize them by label. Provide the ability to expand the size of persistent volume claims on Kubernetes automatically. But I would like some explanation of how this product solves the problem. Like a tiny detail, like that. You can do it all at once. You can do it by labels, by something, you know? Like people reading up to him, they may not know what they do. Also, you are telling it here. It's not wrong to repeat that kind of things with other words, I think. Looks interesting. Let's see if the explanation or tutorial is comprehensive, how to use it. You will have the graphs set to Prometheus. You have such a nice theme with such a nice colors. And then you see this with yellow and green and blue. Or it's nice. It's just the colors. I would have to choose different colors for this. It's just it. Sorry. Like this golden brown or something like that. That's great. Arrows could be. Never mind. Not gonna focus on the style. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, set up Prometheus. That's nice. Deploy this is nice. Oh, we have a lot of text, color highlighting, and then test. Okay, this might be too minimal, but I think it's good enough. Okay, I like it. It's a J for me. It's a J for me. Cool, Grafana. You can talk in the chat if you want. It will make me feel less alone. I feel weird talking to myself. Never mind. Quick tip. How Prometheus can make visualizing noisy data easier. What is noisy data? We have a graph in here about noisy data. I like this. Like, I don't care about this. Like, I just get to this image and say, okay, I see the problem now, what you're referring to. That is genius, I think, in my opinion, humble opinion. Okay, it's easier to fix something before it breaks, and okay, this is my story. Okay, I think this is one of those situations when they didn't talk about summary of the article at the beginning, but between the title and this image, I understood what this is going to be. Like, I see we have this graph and we are going to fix these spikes. The story secondary that they talk is a nice point, that he has a Raspberry Pi with some temperature or something like that, with a temperature sensor. It's nice. Now let's see how much meat we have in here. Explains quantile, so a bit of theory on statistics. I think that's a nice touch to have. Like, graphs are all about statistics. It's nice that you explain that. Okay. Do we have PromQL queries or yeah, we have here. It will be nice. Sorry about that. Okay, I know it's a short one, but it will be nice to have this as text that I can copy and paste. If not, I will write it. And if I'm following this tutorial, probably I'm not the best on this. So I'll probably copy it wrong. I will have a problem. I will have to check it a lot of times. So it would be nice to have this on text. Okay, another options. Okay. It's a small tutorial, like snackable content. I like it. This Grafana is competition, so I don't know if we will include it into my employer's newsletter. I don't know. Did I copy this? Yes. YouTube, Red Hat videos. I usually don't include videos. Takes a lot to watch a video and see if it's worth or not. I usually don't have that much time to check videos, so that's why I don't add videos. And 1 hour is too much to check. I don't want to include things on the newsletter that aren't good. So if they look nice, they look cool, and there's nice people in there, yeah, some people will say, yeah, I'm going to just include it on the newsletter. I don't like to do this. I like to actually read the content or see the content and see that you have actual value on there. Cool. So no videos. How long have we been on this? It's almost 1 hour. Whoa, this is slower than I thought. Sorry about that. Are you guys having a good time? Is it too tiring for you? I know. It's a bit late for me. Okay, if it looks like I'm drunk, it's just 10 p.m. for me. It's been a long day. This is my second live stream and I'm a bit tired and I cannot talk properly, sorry. Cool, next new from Yelp Engineering. Yelp. I never used this. Cool. Flink on pasta. Yelp's new stream processing platform runs on Kubernetes. Okay, success story, and they are going to tell how they built it. Oh, some actual command line from their tool. Okay. Deep explanation. Okay, grabs. Oh, I will have a better look at it. I think it's too short. It probably is staying on the surface of this, and it's in a weird position when they are not getting too deep on the technical, and it's maybe too high level, but there's a bit of technical that might scare some people. I don't know, I will check it better, sorry. Okay, from Sibo. You know, what we have from here. Solving the build, deploy, and release program. Waypoint. Okay, HashiCorp Waypoint. They introduced this yesterday, October 16. Okay, this is a bit old. Okay, yeah, Demon Waypoint is nice. Maybe too narrow an audience. I will keep it there. Okay, register to KubeCon. They changed so it's, yeah, well, you're not traveling there. It's way cheaper. They don't have to pay for a lot of stuff. Okay, so we have early birds that is expired. This is KubeCon North America. Sorry, it's middle of November. So let's start with that. The standard 75. Are you guys going to attend? Last KubeCon Europe, I was too busy. I couldn't watch all the talks I wanted. I will hate to spend money for being busy again. Okay, so yeah, you can buy the tickets and register. I thought that was something else. Local development clusters. Okay, what options are you bringing me? Okay, this is very high level, but I like because we have Minikube, Kind, K3D, MicroKS. Okay. Okay. I like it. It's like a short list. It doesn't get into details, but you have some information that you can investigate later if you are interested. I like this very much. Cool. So that's all for Cube Weekly. Let's jump into another newsletter. If you know other newsletters, or everything will be nice. I was thinking on going to Reddit and review some news from there, but this is already taking too long. So yeah, we'll go faster. What do you have there? Okay, sponsor, news. Good introduction to ARM, right? So this is DevOps, and DevOps sometimes they don't have cloud stuff, but sometimes they have cloud stuff. So we will review less information. If it's not cloud related, we are not going to review. Like this was a introduction to ARM. Laptop servers. Okay, we can review. Okay, we can review. Retalk on security theater. What is security theater? Okay, development process. I want focus on that. One tools, Nikon, patterns for secure container-based image management. I usually don't do talks either. Let's see the slides. Salt release. What is salt? What's new in salt magnesium? They named the versions with kinds of salts. Nice. I want to know what is salt. Okay, so I'm reading that just because I want to know what it is. A paper, so it's very academical, on quality metrics for infrastructure as code, Ansible. Not gonna do infrastructure as code today. Lots of people has written about tracing, implementation changes, libraries. Not gonna tackle tracing today. Detailed walkthrough of using client certifications to authorize use access to a Kubernetes cluster. I like Kubernetes. I'm gonna click into this. As an alternative to using Chrome for recurring jobs on Linux machines, you can also use systemd timers. Sorry, I wasn't focusing on reading this. Chrome, Linux machines. Systemd timers. Okay, not cloud. Just regular old plain Linux. Events. Okay, yeah. So events on here. Tools. I used to review tools, but I found out that it was weird including just a link to a GitHub repository without context. I prefer if there's an article explaining that tool, or if the repository explains it very well on the documentation. And it's also that it's weird to add projects. Like, why is this newsworthy? Just because I just found it, or because they release a new version, and then what makes it new in the new version? Or is because they just started? But if they just started, should I recommend it because it's kind of just starting? So it's why I don't add a lot of tools on the newsletter anymore, because I feel weird on the value people get from there. Like, it's just like, hey, yeah, this is nice, or it's, yeah, this is useful, you know? Cool. Let's see those. Where are you? Where they open? Here, right? ARM. Software industry is about to have a big shake up. Yeah, we are going to migrate to ARM. Yeah. No longer blah blah blah. Okay, servers. I just find these articles, they have good points, but what's the action I should take from bring on the build servers? Like, I would prefer something more descriptive in here. What is they are saying here? Like, there's no rule for this build server. They have the same CPU architecture as, same CPU architecture as your developers are using. But okay, they don't have to do that. To use your production target. Okay, it's a nice point, but it's a lot of read to reach the conclusion. Yeah, you said the scene, but you could have chosen a more descriptive title, and then this point would be more meaningful. Because now I have to follow you, all your train of thought. I don't know where you're reaching, maybe I have an idea. Now I know what you are saying. Maybe I have to reread to make sense on everything else that I just read. Oh, now it makes sense from the beginning, you know? So, yeah. Okay, not really clouds. I will think about this. Is nice because it's kind of on the air. We'll think about that. Okay, the talks we talk. Okay. So the main problem I have with this is that I don't know what you are saying. What is this? Okay, you have a lot of text, but I don't know the context of here. So what I will expect when I see a talk, I said this last week, it's like, I would like to have here, down here, what the actual speaker was saying at that moment, the transcript. Not the notes, the transcript of that person. That way I can follow the presentation as if that person was talking to me. And that's why I don't usually include talks and slides on the newsletter. Cool. Salt, magnesium. Okay, just release notes. Oh yeah, I wanted to know what salt is. What is salt from VMware? Salt stack. What is salt? What salt? Salt tips. What is salt? It's a nice tool. But what is salt? What are you? Configuration management system. Oh, thank you. It's not that hard to put that on your subtitle. Distributed remote executing system. Okay. Distributed remote executing system to execute commands and query data and remote nodes. Okay, it's very complicated. It's a very not easy to read description, but I get it. Now I know what is salt. Okay, tips to give access to your cluster with a client certificate. User management in Kubernetes. Okay, some considerations. Cluster will be used by several team. I'm not adding those articles anymore to the chat. Sorry about that. Paste, perfect. Gradient, okay, maybe too basic, but you know, it's whoa, that's nice. I like it. Cool, yeah. Let's do this. I like it. Cool. Next newsletter. So what's next? DevOps. Cloud checklist. So this is security, and it's not only cloud native. So I usually don't get much from here, but it's interesting. Content is really nice in this one, though. If it's not, even if it's not cloud related, it's nice. CloudSec does a website collecting technical notes, how-tos, and cheat sheets related to cloud-native technologies, not only security focused. Okay, I can check this. I'm opening, yeah. Enumerate the AWS API permission without logging to CloudTrail. AWS API permission without logging to CloudTrail. Okay, this is to AWS, not Kubernetes. We'll check. Detecting abuse on the AWS control plane in an actionable way using the trails. CloudTrail in detail. Let's check. I won't add them to the newsletter because it's more focused on Kubernetes, but let's take a look. Secure data in AWS with key management system. Okay. Best practices for alerting on Kubernetes. Hey, this is SysD. This is so old. It's curious they add this one. Oh, sorry, I have the microphone here. Sorry. Hot, sorry. I have the heat on. Just 1 second. But it's actually too hot. I don't need it. Sorry. Cool. But it's nice. It's late, but it's nice. Thank you for adding this. Restrict a containers is called with secomp. Okay, containers, secomp, interesting. Consuming secrets in your OpenShift applications using HashiCorp Vault. Cool. Tools. AutoCert is a Kubernetes add-on that automatically, so this is tools. I usually don't add them. Add-on that automatically injects TLS into your containers. Nice. Cloud Security Dashboard for AWS. Nice. Raw Tools is a framework to interact with Azure. Nice. Security Demons. Demons? Is demons a thing? What are demons on security? I'm mixing context in here. Sorry about that. Admission web example with OpenFast. Admission webhook example. Oh, okay. Admission webhook example. So an example you can base and work for OpenFast. Cool. From the cloud provider announcing budget actions. Okay. Private link access to Lambda or private. The problem I have with that, they are very interesting if you are into that thing in particular, but only if you are into that service in particular. So I just usually don't bother that much. For forwarding session, creating using session manager, no support multiple simultaneous connections. It's like I don't need the article. It's like just okay. Not the title. I like this because I know if I'm interested or not with the title. But it's like yeah. I know I'm not going to learn much if I don't know. Protection, playbooks, and what? It might be that I'm just tired because I've been 1 hour into this. It could be just that. Okay, the last newsletter I wanted to check is KubeList. So, GitOps is about to get even better with Flux 2. So, KubeList, I like this newsletter. It's kind of different to others in the sense that they have a topic and they follow this topic. And all the articles are about that topic and they are usually very good content, even if it's a bit old. But it's still good and relevant. So, it's very interesting. I usually don't get much things for here, but I learn a lot. I don't get that content into the newsletter because it's usually old, but I learn. I learn from it. So yeah, let's review. GitOps. Okay, this seems like something recent. Flux 2 roadmap. Roadmap is not for the kind of newsletter I'm preparing. Okay, so it's just Flux, toolkit, Flux. This can be interesting because it's kind of a use case using Flux. How to continuously deliver Kubernetes application with Flux CD. So focusing one product. This is a risky thing. I don't know if Flux is so known or so trendy that you risk to focus all your newsletter into this thing. Maybe they like it a lot, or maybe they work on it. I don't know. But from my experience, when you focus all your newsletter on one thing, it must be really, really good. If not, if they are not interested, they are not going to read the articles. So it's really risky. Really, really risky. Like right now, I'm not too interested in Flux, so that all the content, I'm not really that interested. Cool. Nice. So those were on my newsletters. CloudSec Docs. So introducing. Oh, Marco Lancini. I published some articles from this guy. I think, probably. Cool. I like that this is an article and not the link to the website, and they will explain us what's the sense of this. Okay, they were using OneNote. Okay, October 19, this might be interesting, but it's like there's missing some sense behind it. Why do you want to do this? What is the content that is covered? It's probably in there, okay? I'm just missing some narration in this bit. Okay, yeah, you have resources in here. There you have them. Cool. Anyway, okay, not going to include this on the newsletter, but pasting the link. After all, there's an AWS logo on the thumbnail. We should talk about this. AWS API permissions without login, manual steps to... Oh, this is exploit. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know this was exploit. Okay, yeah, the title is indication. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to read this permission without Cloudtrail. But I didn't realize. Oh, an exploit that you can do. Wow, this is nice. I like when people do this. I like this. I'm gonna keep it. I will read it. Nice. This is a yes. Cool. Detecting and abusing. Another thing. So this is another exploit. When questioned about how to properly blah 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 blah, lot of text. AWS control plane in an actionable way. What is the AWS control plane? We mentioned the control plane. We are referring to the actions taken using the API. Creating a user, increasing a privilege, starting an instance. Okay, now I get what is the control plane. First paragraph, nicely done. Cool. Okay, what we can do, what are the problems? Okay, this could be under one title, like what I was looking is how are you doing this attack, and it's here, but it's too close to the introduction. So how would I do this? I will put this in another section under another title. So I mean, this is, I read the title, okay? This is very descriptive. I know what the article is about. I know this is just an introduction for people like me that I don't know what is the control plane. Now I know. Yeah, that's nice. A bit introduction on Cloudtrail. That's nice. But if I already know all this and I want to jump to the attack, I cannot just quickly go to there. I had to search. So it's nice to have a title in there so I can just jump onto it and have this description. And I guess they do this description and they go into the detail. They don't go into the steps. It talk about the talk, maybe it's there. Did I put this technique security? I think it's missing substance on the steps to do it. Yeah, it's showing the details, but I want to see the magic under it. Sorry. It's a nice article though, but the attack. Okay, secure data in AWS with key management service. Key resource policy. Secure data in AWS with KMS. So this is kind of a basic tutorial. This is K9 security. Did I paste the wrong one? Oh no, okay, the good one. Never mind. Okay, it's a bit basic. Probably you already know how to do that. Not gonna get into more detail. Restrict a container syscall with second. This is feature state. So it's not an article, it's documentation tutorial. So it's a tutorial. We have not publishing date. Okay, it's a nice tutorial, I guess, but it's a tutorial, it's not a blog article. I don't know if it's new, it's old. So just sharing if you are interested. Not gonna publish it though. Don't like to publish things without a publication date. Consuming secrets in your OpenShift application using HashiCorp Vault. Okay, this looks like a very focused tutorial to do one thing. We have some introduction to the services. Okay, why do we want this? The point, we will get value on this if we can get some step-by-step guide tutorial. Let's see. I have this. I know I cannot copy paste, but I don't think this is important. Let's just help install more of this. This is commands. I have two problems with this. First, I cannot copy and paste, and second, if I cannot see and I need accessibility things, I don't know what you are typing in here. I don't know what this is about. I just see image. It's like if this doesn't exist. So I'm not gonna do that. It's all the code in images. Now we have a little bit, but it's all the code and everything is on images. I don't like that at all. Gonna paste it if you're interested. Okay. Next, GitOps. It's about to get better with Flux version 2. Okay. So Flux is for doing GitOps, so putting all your infrastructure in a Git. Breaking changes for Flux 1. Okay, interesting if you are using Flux, not interesting if you are not using Flux. Yes, you have some explanation for GitOps, some explanation of the product, but it's very product oriented. I don't think this could make the newsletter. April 8. Okay, so this one is old. I won't include it either, and that's why I'm going to remove it. But we can see if this is, if you can get some value on this. So part of why I'm doing this, probably should have told at the beginning, is that when I prepare the newsletter, I review like more than 100 articles, and I cannot show all those articles on the newsletter. So it's only like 20 or something like that. And I feel bad because they have some good content, like this one, it's probably good, but I cannot show it, and they deserve some promotion, you know? That's why I'm doing this. Okay. How we do Flux at Metal, okay. Yeah, some tips, like the descriptions. I like it. You may get some points out there. Cool. How to continuously deliver Kubernetes application with Flux CD. Why Flux CD? I like you explain why you want it. Okay, traditional versus Flux with GitOps. Installing. Okay, this is an introductory guide if you are interested in Flux CD. Again, it's too niche. I know, correct me if I'm wrong. If you think that people are using this just let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. And this is a bigger deal than I thought. So, this is it for now. I think, how much time have we been in here? Hour and a half. I think this is long enough. We review 4 newsletters. Next time, I think I will review the newsletter earlier and just go to the articles directly. We won't get into its newsletter. I think that will save a lot of time. That way I can remove some news from the beginning. So let me know what you think, if you like it, if you don't like it. Write, comment, ping me on social. I'm very approachable, really. Screen to me if you think you felt offended by this. It wasn't my intention, but yeah, I will say I'm sorry. Cool. So thank you everyone. Thank you for this. Let me know if you like it so I can do it next week. I can change things if you think that's worth. Anyway, thank you everyone. Bye bye. Have a nice rest of